Hi there, and welcome to the second part of my gameplay series for the Arcane faction in Heroes Hour. I'm Arcane, and we're going to see how far we can get in this second session. Preferably, I'll win this match, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, in the last episode, I was mostly able to catch like 90% of my environment's resource income here. The only thing that's still lacking is this mine, but I'm not going to attack that without any mana. That would be a stupid idea. So, let's just wait for one day and see what'll happen. My dear dude here has only 6 mana here, so it's about time considering building that ziggurat. The ziggurat restores mana per se per turn, but it also refreshes your mana every time you get in there, so... Enchanted Wares, Ice Sculptor Expert, hell yeah. This is one unit we use, so I'll definitely want to have it. Okay, well, let's get in there, refresh the mana, and let's see, is there anything else I can get? Well, there's one of these dudes for sure. Well, let's grab ourselves extra Ice Sculptors, save the game, and head onwards to the mine. Okay, what is up there? Cancery, Slow and Aquatic, and Odin's Son. Oh gosh, these guys are beefy as hell. Okay, what we're going to do here is I'm going to put my army on defend and let them come for now. So let's move our important troops there, and let's get a air elemental summoning in between, and let's go into offense. So there we go. Just hope that I was able to block them off. Chaos. Oof. Yeah, whatever. Not really the most preferable spell there that I wanted to go for, but what can I do? So we're losing those bats, and I really don't care. So Odin's Sons are much, much stronger than the... game likes to tell you, because they spawn fresh units when they die, and these are always among the most dangerous things you can encounter, but this went down swimmingly. Nice. Okay, so this is flagged as a hard combat, mostly because our troops here are really bad. Okay, no matter. So I'd really love to have yet another hero this week, but I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen. Okay. Let's bang down the doors. So they got only one squad of ranged enemies there. So what's there? Animate dead. Ugh, that's not really appealing. Okay, well, let's drop some elementals in their face. It's triggered the escape skill from them, but we're pretty much just annihilating them there. Yep. I lost one Goblin Gunner, but I honestly don't care at all about that. So let's slap on the higher level of Mastery, because that's just brilliantly strong. And, well, grab that resource, and what can I build now? I'm really eager to get the Palace, or this one, but let's just aim for the Palace, I'd say. Let's see. Upgraded troops would be also pretty spiffy, but well, let's go for the fort. So what do we want to upgrade? I want to upgrade the gargoyles, because like I mentioned in the end of the last episode, these are my expendable troops, if you might want to say so. They are those guys that I like to send into suicide missions, and therefore these are also the guys we lose the most. I prefer to lose such stuff like those bats and so, but you can't really make sure that it always goes down like that. Okay. There we go. And attack. Get ourselves some elementals in between so our front line doesn't get decimated too hard. This was by the way, one of my favorite tips that I had from the comments section in the between this and the last video, so thanks a lot for that. Somebody mentioned that the summons are always always most effective if you slap them in between your frontliners and the enemy frontliners, because that makes the summons tank for you, whereas your frontliners can deal damage. This works out quite well. I'm not sure if I'm playing it out as the commenter wanted to see, but I don't mind. So, did you see that? We got ourselves another item here, and it goes even into the offhand slot. So, archery plus, nice. And +1 creature speed. Actually, not that important for me, but it's also not useless, you know. All right. Let's see. There's nothing left to recruit, and sadly, I had no chance to build those larger buildings due to wacky connections there. It's just nasty. We got the palace locked behind the stronghold, and the Gate of Divinity locked behind the mercenaries' hall. That's quite uncomfortable, to put it into friendly words. Okay, so let's summon these guys. Can't have been... Was that all? They have a low growth. Damn. Didn't know that my goblin gunners are such a rare breed. Anywho, let's leave those gathering jobs to our little peons. So gather resource here. Get ourselves some troops here. Corpse eaters this time. Disgusting. And let's get our main hero towards here. Let's see, move the caravans. Yeah, bullseye. And let's get that squad over here. There we go. So I only got 2 war magi? How's that even possible? Did I lose so many on another occasion? Nah, here. 16 Arcanists and only 2 War Magi. Ah, so the upgraded version I don't have too many. That makes way more sense. Okay, let's have a quick stop at the town nevertheless. Mostly because I'll be able to fetch, or I'll be able to replenish my mana pool with that. Alrighty. Now, I'll focus on the income aspect right now, because in my humble opinion, this is right now the most important thing to do. There's a chest spawning just there. Okay, whatever. Let's use this as an opportunity to level up my intermediate heroes. I always love to do this. So I got a free resurrection spell. Okay. Crazy. Let's go for Deflect Missile. This will definitely ease up the problems here. And let's just use that. That resurrection spell was quite useful, wasn't it? Actually win that. I lost my Arachnians again, but I don't really care. Yay! Bodyguards tier 3! Awesome. Let's do this as well. Ethermancy tactics. Well, let's increase the Ethermancy for now. And yeah. Okay, we got all this. Now let's sweep out some easy pickings. Control battle, of course. I have 0 to no trust to the auto-resolving of combats. Ugh, they come with exploding guys again. Defend. And send in the air elementals. Yeah, those exploders are really nasty. Gotta say. Let's explode back. But honestly, as long as we only lose a handful of melee units, I don't care at all. They are made to be sacrificed in the front lines. My strong backliners, that's what I want to keep under all circumstances. Those strong ranged units, they really make a big difference there. Okay, so let's sweep out the rest of that. So far, so good, but I must say my other runs felt a lot more overpowered. But on the other hand, I must say this was before the bodyguard's nerf, so I don't want to mutter too much about that. So, boars and parrots. Okay, that sounds like a pretty ridiculous fight. So, let's go into defense. Summon the air elementals here as a flank protection. I'm pretty sure the rest will be. The rest will be history. There we go. Summoning really solves a lot of my issues here. Overall, I'm a big fan of summonings in this game. Alrighty, what's that? Orb of Air. Nice. Considering that I'm using most of the time an air summoning spell, it's just terrific. Now, but it would replace Mesmer's ban, so just no. Rather teach him the aeromancy directly. Okay, so Polar Cavalry, Enchanters, Legionites, Bear Guards. So there's a lot of ranged stuff on the enemy side. And I'll rather stand back and defend for now. Let's use the time and slam some big bad explosion in there. Why do they resurrect like that? So let's put some summons in front of that. And sadly, I'm out of summons, but I got a free deflect missile spell. Let's use that. Alright, I'm out of mana, so... Go forth, my minions, and win this for me. Yeah. The heaviest losses keep being the gargoyles. I think that is a sign that I should consider upgrading them first. Because, you know, obviously they are the weakest point in my whole chain. So, do I want to have Aeromancy? Legion doesn't sound too appealing. Offense doesn't sound too appealing. Skills down there. Armorer, Bloodlust, Scouting. Yeah. I'll rather go for Aeromancy and maybe, wait a sec. Tier 4 Royalty? Let's take that first. But the increased magic schools sound like the best pick to go for. Okay, but this also sounds like I got insane material stockpiled. So we're going to choose Goblin Guard Grove. And now we got only 2 more buildings to finish. Good chance, I see a very good chance that this will happen during week 3. No biggie. Okay, now let's send our dudes. Let's send him camping here, so he's increasing the income of that. Always a nice idea, in my humble opinion. Alright. So, let's finish the missing buildings. The palace and the Gate of Divinity. I think I can afford this. Beautiful. Okay. And... yeah, there's one more. One more opportunity to take something. I just realized that I conquered my home turf pretty thoroughly. Okay, let's pick up that. Ocean Menace. Okay, what are these? Crazy. Their downside is a short range, but beyond that, explosive and a lot of shenanigans. Okay, Hellgoats. And we only got ranged units in our squad right now, but that doesn't matter. Ooh, Elemental Fire. This time we got the exploders. Neat. Yeah, Hellgoats are really nasty because they are shoving your units back. But I think the exploding elementals did a lot of the heavy lifting there. So yeah, I lost one Ice Sculptor. That's okay. Water down the bridge. So, precision. That sounds like my cup of tea. Precision. Earth spell. Dang. Increases ranged units' attack greatly. Whew. Focusing on ranged attacks like I do here, this sounds like a really massive upgrade. Okay. So week 3 is getting towards its end, but on the other hand, I've got pretty much everything down that I could wish for. The Gate of Divinity, of course, we're not going to take the Incarnation, we're going to take the Jotuns. And here we go. All the units I could wish for. Although the unit growth is really measly. So, I'm not going to move my main hero now away too much. Simple reason... Oh, there's an obsidian mace. The simple reason behind that is I want to upgrade a couple of units, and I don't want to waste anything there. So, let's see. Edzeran. And Evia. It's a demon hero. Fire gating rank 3. That's a lot, actually. I'm not interested in hiring another artisan. If anything, I'd be more interested in a mage. Real wizard. But... doesn't seem to happen. So let's upgrade that tower, or something else first. I mean, Archives of Magic sounds tasty too, but let's do the frontliners first. Thunder God. They are versatile, so they are just as good in melee as in range. That's a really good trait as well. Okay, Stone Watchers. That's better. Ah, beautiful. I am able to take that before the end of the week. I was a little bit afraid that we might be a bit late there, but we weren't. Okay. Bloodlust. Woo! Ultimate power. Jesus, we're totally smashing these guys. So. Let's put some air elementals in between. There we go. Now, we got this. Last day of this week. So, I think it's about time to go underground finally. Although, fighting the pack in front of the underground will be, again, pretty hard, as it is always, but... One really dramatic advantage of this hero and everything is, I mean, look at how freaking cheap everything here is. We get it almost for free. Amazing. Let's take the piggies. And keep the Arachnians. So, it's quite some bodyguard power by now. So here's another thing that I wanted to try out. Since we're now officially in the realm of stronger bodyguard ranks, I was wondering whether or not this applies to already recruited units or not. But wait a sec, so... let's go for... I'll have to return tomorrow. But I think it's a good investment there. So... because I will be able to upgrade these guys, and... Sultans, yes please. Goblin Gunner Expert, yes please. It's gonna be even more of these guys, so... now I can upgrade just 2 units in one go. And I feel like that's totally worth it. Okay, now... don't have the Mage's Guild yet, but that's the only downside I can see. There's some stuff randomly spawning here. I actually appreciate those randomly spawning enemies, because I can level up my secondary heroes quite nicely with that. What's that? Sea Star. Stuff you find out there. Crazy. So, let's do the Dizzy Tune. That looks like a Chaos spell to me. Alright, not a single Arachnian lost. That's good news. So, well, let's go for the recalcitrance so I can go for a more dizzy tune in the near future. More XP? Yes, please. Alright. So let's see. Do I get an upgrade in bodyguards or not? Doesn't seem so. I'd be not too surprised if it also wouldn't work like that. Okay. Now. Let's see. More explosive guys. I hate my life, but what can I do? These explosive dudes are really nasty, but they are just part of the ordeal. Alright, let's get back into defensive stance. Holy light. Oh, I can heal my units with that. Cryo engines. Attack! But honestly, dudes, why are my Sultan... whatever. I don't approve this tactic, but whatever. Let's go for a healing spell in between. As long as I don't lose any of my super costly units, I don't care at all. I mean, nothing is truly costly here anymore, but the regeneration timers are the actual problem, gotta say. Alright, I lost the boars, but they were pretty expendable troops in the first place. I like to recruit these meat shields to just waste them in the first possible event, because they're just made for bad, you know. So Spider Guy can take down this pack. Ooh, Transform. I love Transform. Transform is practically always a gain. Because the game takes into account that it really tries to give you, to downgrade the enemies with that spell. Tusked Helmet, Coal Beasts. One thing that doesn't really work like intended, in my humble opinion. Okay, so let's see. I want a citadel, but I can't afford it. Let's build a hospital instead. And let's see. Welcome to the downstairs. I learned the elemental ice spell. Beautiful. So let's give that to everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. And let's see. Oopsie. Wrong button, I'm sorry. So, cats. Also an artisan. Leo of Power. Hi there, Leo. Long time no see. That's not true. I've seen your last gameplay, but it's fun to see that you get also those heroes from other factions this way. So this gold mine is flagged as an easy fight. Nice. Alrighty. So there's a couple of days left before we go for the Citadel. So let's finish upgrading our units. Let's go for that thing next. Alright, a gold mine. Let's save the game first because I'm always a little bit skeptic when the game tells me that it's an easy fight. If I've learned anything, then to not trust the flag easy. Okay. I'll put my troops down here. I know that we don't have too much front line there, but that's part of a plan, honestly. Meteor Shower. Oh, that's the one that hurts everybody. Elemental Ice. Are they ranged units? I only knew. So I can't afford them. Dang. Mirage. Ooh. Oh, well, but that's air magic. Well. Let's explode their backliners a bit. I don't like the fact that they're fielding so many ranged attackers against me, but... No. Ah, yeah, we can just go for missile deflection here. How about that? So, I lost my Sultans, I lost some Ice Sculptors. I'm not happy with that. Like I said, easy fight. But I gained Aeromancy, and I gained a Gold Mine. Was that ultimately worth it? Hard to tell. I only know that I'll retreat my main hero back to the hometown, because I have really no interest in the AI sniffing out my main hero once again. The AI loves doing that. For some reason, the AI immediately knows when you're underground and likes to send their main hero after you. Just like I said. Right on cue. Well done AI, well done. So, I think this is the perfect moment to go for Meteor Shower. And let's try out the Elemental Ice. I think the Ice Elementals are, yeah, they are ranged units, just like I thought. Let's use the Dizzy Tune. And it doesn't seem like I'm killing anything. Oh dear. Let's go for a second life spell here to add in some more summons. Probably a weakness spell on this pod. But, well, for whatever reason, the AI liked to go for a Necromancer hero here. I don't judge. Okay. Well, it's going to be an issue, but one issue we're going to take care of later. Okay. So, let's get back our troops and upgrade that, and tomorrow we're going to be able to do the Citadel. Wonderful. And what the hell? Upgrading will cost me 18k? So for some odd reason, upgrading is a lot less costly than getting the job, than hiring the troops. That's weird. So my bonus does not give me any reductions when it comes down to upgrading units, but to recruiting those units. Okay. Debatable. Yeah, 18 grand. Jesus. Alright. I highly doubt that I have a chance of getting that kind of money together. Nah. Get it. Okay. So let's go for the Archives of Magic, because you gain those really, really useful spells out of that. So what's the... Hurricane instantly teleports your hero to a random spot on the map. What? That's quite sick. Well. Okay, Spider-Man is a little bit on the weak side by now. Well, whatever, I can't change it for now. So, why is she only at 1 incarnation? Dang, this is really bad. So, I gotta say, all the... Oh, this guy rolls corruption, hey? Yeah, corruption ritual. Okay. And rank 2 of bodyguards. But that's quite underwhelming all in all. Onyx Rod. Malcorvid. Blight Stinger. Quite weird units, to be fair. But it doesn't matter. They're cannon fodder, after all. Okay, let's let the enemy come towards me for now. Which they won't? Okay. So, we're going to go for an assault, I guess. Well, not today, that is. Not today. So I find it really hard now to engage on my enemy directly, sadly. Mostly because the troops I got via my bodyguards are that low. So, did she gain an upgrade? No. Oh, that's sad. Alright, that's one thing I'd like to see changed, that you at least get the upgrades on the higher bodyguards skills over the time. I don't mind the fact that bodyguards is not that strong anymore, but I do mind that you're being held back or being punished by hiring heroes too early, basically. That's a bit sad. Don't like that. So here we go. And let's go and kick some butt, I hope. So how's the power rating now? Not that good, but he's getting ice sculptures out of that. Neat. Alright. So with that kind of a main hero, or with that kind of power on the side heroes, I really don't see too much power here anymore on the bodyguard strat. I got some mixed feelings about that. For one side, I'm kind of sad about it, because I really love this strat to drastically reduce the enemy's power with lots and lots of bodyguard spam. But on the other hand, it's also pretty good, because it was quite a lame and extremely cheesy strat. It's even hard to call it a strat after all. I don't want that. That's the free spell of the week, you know. So let's spam out as much damaging stuff as possible before I go down. And let's go for second life spell, probably. Cheese out some extra losses there. My main idea here is to draw out as much mana out of my enemy as possible. I highly doubt that I'll be able to get some real losses sticking down to him. That's not my plan here at all. The plan here is to diminish his options. I'm not sure if he has too many options to begin with, but that's not exactly what it's about. Just want to make sure that my main hero will have an easy time taking down that guy without facing too many nasty spellcasts. Yeah, I don't think that the goblins will do anything. Hey, look at that. We actually destroyed one of his mages. So, okay, that was very, very disappointing, but whatever. It still got me somewhere. Oh, more weekly growth. And I even gained XP out of that. So, I'm going to save Spider-Man, because I think I'm going to need his assistance later down the road. And now let's start whacking. This is going to be brilliant. Okay, let's defend against that first. I don't want to get in there as the first person. Summon my elemental ice, and now we attack. I'm really curious to see how that'll play out. So chain lightning, let's drop that on their backline. Jesus, is that strong. Okay. It's also very costly though. So army of giants. Hell yeah. But no. I want the elemental air as much as possible. So let's see. Game's slowing down like crazy. I've never seen it slow down like that. I think this is one of the hugest fights that I've been doing ever. Let's see. But so far, we're only losing our gargoyles and nothing else. Enemy is sending in his reinforcements now, while we're way, well, very far away from that. So let's drop down a resurrection, stealing some of the enemy units even. And, well, I'm out of mana, so I'll just have to roll with that. But if I see that correctly, I didn't even need to pull out any reinforcements at all. Yep, we won that with just our base army. Alrighty, my friends, so let's say that's one good swing for this episode. I don't know if I'm going to do a third one. I feel like I already pretty much won this. And, well, I think we can count that as a win because I just smacked the enemy's main army, I think, and... Well, Arcane Faction, lots of fun. Drop me your comments down below what you think, and I'd appreciate a thumbs up on that video as well, if you liked it at least. And of course, consider subscribing. There's daily content coming up from my side, and there's hundreds of videos on my channel that you can watch. So, have a good time, and hopefully see you guys again when we're playing some more Heroes Hour or whatever might be coming our way. Have a good one, and see you soon. Bye-bye.